Hey, y'all, what's going on? Come on in the room. Come on in the room, y'all. Come on. Come on, come on. Come on in the room. Welcome. Hey, Tiffany, what's up? What's up? Emerald, what's up? Majetta Barber, what's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Hey, dog family. Hey, YouTubers. My other dog family. I got my Instagram family and I got my YouTube family. Hey, everybody. You like that? Thanks, boo. Style by you know who. All right, y'all. Man, it was a wonderful weekend. I hope y'all had a wonderful weekend. But it is 7:00 and y'all already know what time it is. So, like I said, it was a wonderful weekend. My little niece, shout out to Neli. She turned 12. I always like to tell a little silly story. When she was little, I gave her first bath when she was born. And I looked at her and I said, "Oh, you're so cute," as I'm taking her out the bath. And then next thing you know, she leaves a little pebble in my hand. Yeah, that's right. The baby pooped in my hand. I was christened, y'all. I was christened. And now she's 12 and she's taller than me. Okay. So shout out to my baby girl. Also, y'all, it's just so amazing to just be here with you all every Monday. Like, you don't even know. Like, it's just a pleasure to be here. Because guess what time it is? That's right. It's 7:00. It's the Real Love and Tea Show. The Real Love and Tea Show, where we have love in our hearts and what? See up in this cup right here. You see that? What tea has love properties. Well, you say, Andy, what's today's topic about? I know it ain't about your niece pooping in your hand when she was a baby. And no, it is, what's that one thing that you can control? Y'all, what's the one thing that you can control? Right, in all of the world. I'll tell you, your mouth. That's right. This thing right here, your tongue. That's the one thing that you can control. With your mouth, you can either bless or curse somebody. Hell, you can bless or curse yourself if you're not careful. Whatever you want in life, it's manifested through what? This thing right here. God told us we have power over our mouth. So I know, right? It's true. The reason why I say that is that's how I live my life. I only want to speak positivity. Why? Because every time I speak positivity, something amazing happens, right? And when I speak negativity, guess what? Guess what? When I speak negative, something negative happens. So why would I want to do that? Why would I want to go ahead and be negative, right? I'll wait for it. So this weekend, right? All right. So y'all know I like to be real transparent. That's right. I like to be real transparent. And I got a text message around 11 something at night. And, I thought I blocked people. I'm a little block queen. I'd be like, and I didn't block them. People don't know that your words, even text messages, right, are powerful. So I had to go to God in prayer, right? Because I was caught back. First, the fact that I didn't block this person. And number two, that I got a message. And I kept saying, like, should I? What? I think I should snap. And then God was like, nope, you can't do that. In fact, you're going to reply and you're going to say something positive. Now, I'm all in my flesh. I'm ready to be like, no, but guess who wins? God wins. So y'all, why was I positive on the text message? And let me tell you what happened. Because I was positive and because I didn't do anything negative lead to the person, that affected the rest of my day because the person didn't respond. right? And usually in the middle of the night, that's when stuff starts happening because it's real quiet. You in your thoughts, your mental, that's the other thing that you control, your thought process, right? So I'm just like, that's where people want to commit suicide in the middle of the night, believe it or not, because everything's quiet. You ain't moving. You won't have nothing to distract you, anything like that. So I went on and I responded. I said something. And then I woke up and God told me, say this in a text message. And then the person responded. And then I ended it with, once again, something nice. Now, by me being obedient to God, a business deal came through. Like something that I really wanted, right? Like, what if I would have responded differently? Like, what if I would have something that I really wanted to do? It's, community service, but still, I was like, what if I had not done that? Would it have worked out that way? What if I would have been negative to that person? Would it have come off that way? And I'm not saying that I'm a perfect person, because I was in my feelings for a quick second because I thought but then I said, wouldn't I want to be forgiven? Right? If I did something, and because I'm not perfect, that don't mean I have to hate anybody and anything like that. And that set the chain of events for the rest of the day. So make a long story short, because I did something positive, it kept going. It just kept, the snowball of positivity just kept going. And so I decided to take my son on a nature walk the same day. I decided to take Chase on a nature walk. And as we're on a nature walk, he needed some stuff. So I was like, well, okay, let's go walk and do this. Let's go embrace everything. Right? And so I was like, okay, now we did what we did, and some more positive things happened. He broke a book bag. I found another one for $5. Y'all, I got a $5 holler. And I was like, God, I like how this day is going. Now to you, you're probably like, girl, it's only $5, but it's not about the money at all. You're missing the point. By me speaking positivity into the atmosphere, by me being positive to someone that may not necessarily deserved it, I kept getting blessed. Not looking for a blessing, but being a blessing to somebody that probably needed it at that time by me saying something positive to them. Because a lot of the times, y'all, what I'm saying to you is this: a lot of people are on zero, and depending on what you say can actually cause them to maybe take their life. Now, I'm not saying that person was gonna do that, but I'm saying you just never know. You don't want to ever be that person that calls somebody to do something else. And I know you like, Andy, you don't have that much power. If you don't think so, let's go to the word real quick, because you know what I like to do. It's Bible time. Do. So Ephesians 4:29 says, let no corrupt communication proceed out your mouth, but which is good to be edifying, that it may minister grace into the hearers. Did y'all hear what I just said? Okay, that's Bible. Once again, Ephesians chapter 4:29. Let no corrupt communication, bad communication, harmful communication proceed out your what? Mouth. Woo! Why? But which it is good to be edifying. Now, for those that don't know what edifying means, it means to improve, to morally improve, or to be intellectual, right? That it may minister. Okay. What happens when you get a good sermon? It make you feel good, right? With grace into the hearer. So maybe that person at the time needed to hear what was coming out your mouth to make them feel a certain way, right? Because it said no bad communication. Then you have this, Proverbs 13:3. Whoever guards his mouth preserves his life. He who opens wide his lips come to ruin. So those who just love to chat, okay, sometimes you need to, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, my mama say nothing. You just go. Nothing. Because once you start yapping on them gums, ruin comes out. Okay? And then lastly, everybody knows this one. Say it with me. Proverbs. Come on, another proverb. 18:21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. What is it say? Life and what? Death are in the power of the tongue. I'll sip on that real quick. So, getting back to what I was saying, depending on how I treated that person, something could have bad happened. Sometimes people just need you to just say something positive to them, right? In order for them to get through whatever they're going through. I'm just saying. And so by me doing that, the $5 book bag happened, and then God spoke to me and told me to do something else for somebody else, and then other little positive things just kept happening, and it just kept snowballing until the weekend was over. Hell, it even happened today. Like I don't even do Ross, okay? I don't, but I end up doing it today because my son is in soccer. He just started soccer, and guess what happened? I'll let y'all why. His coach told me to go there. I went there, and there was Chase's cleats. His size, the only ones right there. 10 and a half. Yep. 11-year-old wears a 10 and a half. Can y'all believe it? 10 and a half. He wears a 10 and a half. And they were like in his favorite color right there waiting. I don't do the lying. That's the one thing y'all don't got to worry about me. I don't need a round of applause. I don't need it. But what I am saying to you, when you are cautious of the words that come out of your mouth, either you could have life or death surround you. Period. Not saying that every day is going to be a bed of roses. So if things are not looking up, it's just best that you find something that's going great on in that day that you could talk about, or you could see yourself outside of that, what is going on. That's what's called faith. You got to believe it. You got to speak it. You got to keep saying it till it finally manifests. You got to trust in God. God is not a man that he should lie, right? When you speak, the Father speaks to you. And when he gives you that download, you got to believe, even though that you didn't see it, he going to make it happen for you. So until then, I'm going to keep saying all the positive things because God told me that it was going to happen. It started with a $5 book bag, and then it ended up with some cleats that he really needed in his size. Okay. And y'all know when your kid gets to be an adult size, it gets kind of, Lord, y'all know, and don't have a lot of them. I'm just saying. So at the end of the day, I'm just saying you can use it to do good in the world, or you could use it to be negative. You could use it to cheat. Okay, you could use it to, go outside the relationship, or you can use it to make your relationship blossom. You could be like, hey, baby, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? You the fattest thing I've ever seen in this room. Or you could be, hey, my dad don't know, but, let's go ahead and let's get up in his DM. I'm just saying. You could use your words to make whatever you want bloom, or you could just totally destroy it. What's this one thing that got me tripping? My mouth. What's the one thing? It's this one thing that got me tripping. It's just the thing that got me. Oh, yeah. I'm just saying, what's the one thing that got you tripping? Maybe you in a lot of situations because you don't know how to shut your mouth. This tongue, this muscle right here. Yes, you can do some things with it, but the most important thing is you could bring life to a situation. I'm just saying. With your mouth, you You could speak things into existence. You could use it to testify what the Lord has done for you. And I'm not talking about boasting. I'm not talking about your house and your car. I ain't talking about that. I'm just not doing it. I'm not saying, oh, I got this and I got that. But you could, like I just said about the little book bag. Or I'm not saying now you started from the bottom, yeah. Started from the bottom, now the whole team started from it's okay too, but I'm just saying we're not supposed to brag about the goodness of God, right? We're supposed to testify. Excuse me, let me testify. You accuse me of it. Before you love my love away. Y'all know, before you love my love away. Excuse me, let me testify. You accuse me of it. Excuse me, let me testify. You accuse me of it. I'm just saying we're supposed to use it to testify the goodness of God. And it's not necessarily about material things. Hey, he cured me from, somebody might say cancer, right? He helped me get through school. It's so many things. He helped me start an organization to help others, right? We can use this mouth, this tongue to do some positivity, or we could use it to be negative. When we go to bed, who do we thank? Do you thank yourself? You think it's about you, really? You woke yourself up this morning? Oh, it was just you? As long as you got breath in your body, you're supposed to serve the Lord. And the first thing you're supposed to do with this thing right here is be thankful. With this thing here, you could prophesy over your life. You could, Lord, I am healed. Whatever is wrong with me, he allows you to decree and declare a thing. He allows you to rebuke anything that is not going on in your life. You can shut down devils in your life. That is what you could do. Jess Aroma, you already know. De Latanya, you know. You know Arana, you know. What things in your Amaraza, you know. With this thing that you got you tripping, you could use this to rebuke anything that's negative in your life and shut it completely down. Okay? You could decree and declare a thing and make something come in your life when you got the Holy Spirit. I'm just saying. When God got the Holy Spirit in you, and you could decree and declare a thing because he gives you that ability. I'm just saying, with this mouth right here. Or with this mouth right here, you could keep gossiping. Are you the gossiping hen? It's always so funny how some people, I just want to sit back on that. All they do is gossip. They ain't got nothing going on in their life, but they want to tell you about everybody else's life. With this thing right here. With this thing right here, they use it to gossip. Now, you could have been using it to help somebody, but you're using it to what? To gossip. I'll sit on that. In fact, I'm going to sip some tea. In fact, that's what they do. They call when you're sipping tea, you get when somebody gossiping. Y'all know I like that chai tea. So, but I'm just saying, like, seriously, I'm going to sip on that again. Because it got so good to me. You can use your mouth, your tongue, to be affectionate, to be loving and caring. You could use your mouth to hurt somebody. You can use your mouth to adore, to give God adoration and be great. He is my Alpha and Omega, the God of Israel, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay? He is what? Yahweh. Okay? The Redeemer. Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Rapha, Jehovah Nisi, Jehovah Gabor. He's the beginning and the end. I would rather use that to adore God. I would rather use my mouth to bring peace to somebody. Do you know you could be somebody's peace? They got a world full of drama and hurt, and they don't, like I like to say, they running on low, they running on empty. And you could be that person. Do you know that you could be the person that gives them peace when this world sometimes can be really hard? Or somebody could be peace to you, but what you put out, that's what you get back. So you use this thing right here, this one thing that got you tripping. It's this one thing that got you tripping. It's just one thing that got you tripping. It's this one thing that got you tripping. And you know what that is? Your mouth. Shut your mouth. So y'all, I come to you today to say, we may not be able to control a lot of things that happen to us, but the one thing we can control is our mouth. We can control this thing right here. I would rather use this thing, this thing right here, to do some good in the world. For God to say, well done, faithful servant, with my communication skills, right? To edify somebody. I'd rather edify somebody than tear them down. Some people really get off on that. They got a little ego thing. It make them feel real good if they tell you, I'm going to tell you about yourself. I have learned, the older I get, to just shut up. If I'm quiet, sometimes silence is the most effective form of communication. I'm just saying. Sometimes you ain't got to tell nobody off. They know they hurt you. They know they dogged you. You know what the best piece is? Don't say nothing. Just get up and go. My presence. My words are too good. I have learned that my words are too good for you. I can't. Not I can't. I have just gotten to the point where I can't. I can't communicate with you. My words are too good for you. You didn't like it when I was loving to you and cared about you, right? So guess what? I'm going to just take it all away. This thing right here is very powerful when you sometimes just shut it. Sometimes when you go, have you ever noticed when you get completely silent, a person, oh my God, what's wrong? What have I done? Compared to, you know what? Let me tell you about yourself. Like, I don't know what to say. All I could tell you is, at the end of the day, you have to just keep being you and pray everything goes well. That's all you could really do. All you could really do. Hey, Anna, what's up, boo? I don't know how I got disconnected on Instagram. Maybe what I'm talking about is too powerful for social media. Like, to just tell people to just sometimes, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Don't use this thing right here, this one thing that you can control, to necessarily blast somebody. Because at the end of the day, do you want them to blast you? Get ready. Now, sometimes you do, to be honest, though, you might have to go ahead and speak your truth like I'm doing right now. But the thing is, you got to go to God first. You got to actually have that communication, that line, right? You got to have that line that says, Lord, should I speak your truth, right? Do I have the permission to? Because sometimes you can speak and it may not be in alignment. So at the end of the day, all I'm saying to you, this one thing, this mouth right here, you are in control of it. And it's your responsibility to be careful how you use it. It's a whole weapon. Okay? It's a gift and a curse. This mouth, this one thing right here. You can use it once again. Excuse me, let me testify. You accuse me ever. Or it's this one thing that got me tripping. It's this one thing that got me. Oh. You know, she was like, oh. It's this one thing that got me tripping. Or you can use it to manifest whatever in your life. You are beautiful. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. I always tell you this. I love you when nobody else loves you. You're smart enough. You're talented enough. You're stronger, but we're stronger together. And we have to link up. And when you don't feel like you know how to use your words, you might need a little help. And so I have two people to help you control your, right? Because the only person that can speak for you is you, right? You no longer have to be a victim, right? Sometimes you do need to speak up for yourself. If you feel like somebody is abusing you, you do have the right to tell somebody exactly how you feel. That's in the Bible too. You're supposed to, when somebody has done something, you're supposed to come to them, but it's not you necessarily going off. You're just supposed to say, hey, I don't like what you're saying. I don't like what you've done. And you either need to correct that or I'm out your life. But like I said, sometimes depending on what the person did and they know how dirty they did, it's best just to cut off communication altogether and block. But once again, if you don't know how to do this thing called life, there are two different people that I always like to give. One is Dr. Darlene Nichols. Dr. Darlene Nichols. That is danministries.com. danministries.com. Telephone number 773-366-3437. 773-366-3437. Also, you have I Am My Life Coach. Okay. Donish D. Johnson. I Am My Life Coach. I Am My Life Coach.com. He has a book that will actually help you transform your life. It is a journey that you'll be taking, and it allows you to actually answer questions to help and aid you get through this thing called life. And then there's also coaches. He has coaches to help you along too. So it's a two-parter. There's a book, and the whole thing about that is if you are lying, when you're writing the questions down, you're only lying to yourself, okay? So there is a book to help you, and then he has coaches, and that is I Am My Life Coach, y'all. Hey, gracefully and wonderfully hey, gracefully made 18. What's going on? So as I conclude today's episode, y'all gonna have to go back and watch. It is, what's this one thing that you can control? For whatever reason, y'all, Instagram shut off. So it is on YouTube. Hey, what's up, boo? Hey. You can go to YouTube. I'm on live, and then you can see the whole thing on YouTube because for whatever reason, it shut off on Instagram. And like I said, maybe it's because I'm the topic today, which is what's the one thing that you can control? What's the one thing that I can control? And that's my mouth, right? It can either be a gift or a curse. Either you could bless somebody or you could curse somebody. And just remember, if you cursing somebody, it'll come back on you too. If so, while you're doing all this, telling people off and getting them straight, guess what? At some point, you're going to get straight too. And depending on how you've been straightening people out, it's going to be a 10-folder. So get ready, okay? You're going to need a folding chair for all the stuff you've been doing. Some people just need to just Sometimes just woosah and just go to God in prayer. Also, one last thing. So let's just say right now you need somebody. You can't get any of the doctors or the coaches. You know, the one person you can go to? You could go to God. You could actually say, Lord, come into my life. Forgive me of all my sins. Be my Lord and Savior. And right then, the Lord could come. Hey, fashion will kill you. You know, you could go to God in prayer and he'll handle it right then and there. You could say that thing too. You could just say what I just said. And that will help you out. You could, like I said, you could just go to him. When nobody else is around, God will never let you down. Jesus died on the cross for your sins. Okay. So you won't, it ain't pretty much he can't forgive you for. He knew you was going to do what you was going to do anyway, right? The only person that can't forgive you is you. He been waiting for you the whole entire time with his hands like this. Like, come on. I know what you did. Come on. Come on. Come on. Listen, though. Listen. I love you. God love you. So let's do this thing called life together. And as I close out, y'all, because it's time to go, I just want to say to you, you are amazing. But what will make you even better is how you control this thing right here. How you control your mouth. People will, everybody don't hate on you. Sometimes it's the things that you say that can turn people off. Sometimes you could be so negative that people don't want to be around you. I'll sip on that. Sometimes people don't want to be with you again because you gossip too much. I said it. They don't want to be around. You can't keep a secret. They tell you something important and it's spread out over the whole community. Because you couldn't button your lips like the old people say. You can't hold water. You leaking. You ain't got a leaky gut. You got a leaky mouth. Maybe if you just took the time to be careful of the things that come out of your mouth, you will have a different outcome. Maybe if you try seeing the good in people instead of always seeing the bad. I mean, who likes to hear negative things about them? Maybe you could be that beacon of light that people need. I'm just saying. Maybe you could be that beacon of light. I mean, when I said that I was a beauty influencer, I meant that. But I meant mind, body, and soul. Yeah. You know, I have all these licenses in the outside appearance. But what's the good of that? Of me making you look good, but as soon as you open up your mouth, trash comes out. You're very trashy. What's the point of that? What's the point of that? Hey, Queenie. Hey, isn't she love you? Hey, fashion will kill you. It's my favorite tagline. Oh my God. Hey, Delataya, welcome back. I'm just saying. I mean, I get it all the time. People, you know, automatically they see me and they just automatically think, hey, DJ, what's up? Mr. DJ, one of the coldest barbers in the city of Chicago. I mean, at the end of the day, People look at me and the first thing they think I have I'm negative, but they ain't never met me. But as soon as I open up my mouth, they're like, you're nothing like I thought you would be. They just thought because I was pretty that automatically I must have a nasty attitude. And I could be like, I could show you how nasty I could be. Or I could say, no, let me show you my light. I actually am a cool, chill person. I actually like to laugh. I have a dark sense of humor. I mean, it is what it is for those that know me. But I mean, I could be arrogant, but what does that get? Like, really? All I'm saying, y'all, is the words that we use, and we should caution them. We should use it to uplift someone. Once again, edify for those who like to, we can help each other by the words that we use. We can help someone grow, be better. We can mentor someone with the words that we use. I always like to say, I bloom where I'm planted, right? From the words that I use, by my actions. Say and do go together. So if I'm saying something, it has to match what I'm doing, and what I'm doing has to match what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, it all comes back to this thing right here in your face, this tongue, this muscle. You could use it and find out who your best self is. You could keep telling yourself you can go back to school because you can. You could be whatever you want to be. It starts with your mental. So a man thinketh, so is he. But it also, at the end of the day, whatever you think comes out of here. And once it comes out of here, then it's in the atmosphere. So sometimes your thoughts, you got to make sure that they're the correct thoughts. If they're negative, maybe you need to change your thinking before it comes out of here. And if you're hurting, the last thing you should do is say anything. You really need to shut the up. Shut the up. Because hurt is spewing. And that can't be good. And once you put it out into the atmosphere, oh my God, it's out there. That's why when you're fighting, you really got to fight fair. Because once you say, I ain't want to be with your ass anyway, it's on. So I'm ugly now. You can't do that with a woman. Like Kevin Hart. Oh, you can't do that with your short. Oh, it's going down. You know, us melanated people are very colorful. I'm just saying. The words. What you say in an argument can come back to haunt you. And you know, once you say something to us, we really remembering it. Okay? We are like the FBI, CIA. And when we get mad, oh my God. And I don't think I'm perfect. I mean, I had to learn to shut my mouth. When I really wanted change, I had to say, how am I thinking and what the hell am I saying? I had to say that. Remember, this is the real Love and Tea show, right? So I'm only going to be transparent. I had a mouth on me. I mean, I could make you want to jump off the bridge by the time I was done. And don't let it be over. I'm really going to say what I want to say because I don't care anymore. But now I'm older. I'm more mature. Now you can't just do that. Because you may say something and now it's going to snowball because everybody know everybody. Just saying. I'm just saying, Queenie. I'm just saying, DJ. I'm just saying. You can't just tell your spouse what you want to. You find yourself sleeping on the couch. And you darn sure it talks about in the Bible that you can't go to bed angry. So whatever you're going through, y'all need to go ahead and talk it out and get it over with and off your chest so you don't go to bed like that. Y'all, family, my doll family. All I'm saying is this one thing that got us tripping, and that's our mouth. This right here. This oris orbicularis, these lips. Okay? Y'all ain't think I was smart. Oris orbicularis. This tongue, this muscle right here, controls our destiny. It's God, right? Let's not get it twisted, but the choices that we make. We have the option to shut up when we need to and speak when we need to. There's a choice. He gives us a choice. We could go to God in prayer, use our mouth for prayers to get answered, or understanding, or discernment. We can say, God, help me. Thank God, thank you. We can, once again, give him adoration. I adore you. We can use it to rebuke the devil or any demons. And sometimes demons are in human form. Some of y'all is hanging out with demons. I'm just saying. So I come to you and say, how are you using this one thing right here? Are you using it for good or evil? How are you using it? Are you using it for good or are you using it for evil? All right. How are you using it? So as I close, because I am closing, I ask all of you all, let's use our mouth responsibly, like they tell us to drink or whatever vices we do, shop or whatever. Let's use this responsibly. You tear your children down. You break people's self-esteem down. You break people's hearts with this one thing that got us tripping. You tear nations down. You tear countries down with this one thing right here. This one thing got everybody tripping. This, and then it comes out of here. This thing called your brain, your thoughts, subconscious, comes out in here. Hey, Mr. McCall, what's going on? This thing right here got you tripping. This thing right here can cause you to be a leader. Or this thing right here can cause you to be a follower. Okay, I'll follow you. I'll follow you off the cliff. Or you could use this mouth to summon troops. You could use this mouth to be patriotic. Hey, old friend. You could use your mouth to say, hey, old friend. You could use this mouth to be encouraging. In fact, today, when I was walking to go pick up Chase, I saw this cute little boy and he waved at me and I waved at him. And he said, hi. And I said, hi, baby. And he says, I'm not a baby. He was only like a kindergartner, but to me, I'm 41, so I'm like, he's a baby. But out of respect, he knew who he was. So who am I to be like, you ain't nothing but a baby? But what I said was, I'm sorry, you're a big boy. And he said, that's right. And he yelled that down the streets. Because that's how he thinks. And who am I to use my words to tell him otherwise? And he was 5. That's my point. The baby was 5 years old. Little kindergarten, still got the baby speech and everything. I'm not your baby. So that's what I'm saying to y'all. When someone comes to you and confesses to you, hey, I don't like how you talk to me. Hey, Kevin, I don't like how you talk to me. It is your responsibility to come back and say, I'm sorry. And to fix it with this one thing that got you tripping. It's once again, it's this one thing that got you tripping. It's this one thing. Oh, this mouth in your face. And once again, I say, what are you going to do about it? Because I had to learn to control mine. Hey, Nighttime Diaries. I had to learn to control this thing right here. Now, I can back up what I'm saying. And here's the thing. I knew this person, and they were like, I'm 80% right, and everybody's 20% wrong. And the whole thing is, damn, that's a lot to be right about, but okay. And I guess it made them feel good to be right like that. But at the end of the day, does it matter that you're right all the time? Oh, I was telling people about, because you came on late, what's the one thing that we can control? And that's our mouth. Our mouth we can control. The power of the tongue. Life or death. You're going to have to go back and watch. Because you came on at the end. You know, this come on at 7. So that's all it is that you can control your mouth. You can control what you say. Yes, maybe you are right 80 to 20% of the time, right? But do you really want to make people feel like a dumbass all the time? I mean, what does that do? It builds your ego. I'm just saying, like, okay, great. Write a check about it. You know, at the end of the day, it's about building people, right? We should use this mouth to build people. And I'm not slamming that person. That person is actually very, very smart. That person is actually a genius. I'm just putting it out there. I'm not saying that that person is totally wrong. But what I'm saying is, I would rather use my knowledge and this thing right here, this mouth, to encourage somebody. So even if I am 80-20, I would still rather get that person, even if they're at that 20, maybe get them to be at 30, and then 40, and then 50, and maybe to where I am. Now, maybe they will never get there, but at least I use this for good. And at least I didn't make them feel horrible. And what I'm saying is, we got to use this machine, because this right here, before I got really, really saved, will ram you once again, will make you want to jump off a cliff. But now I use my powers for good. Right? And I'm a work in progress. Like, I'm not perfect. But the older I get, the more mature I get, because at the end of the day, you do have to control what you say, because you can lose out on certain things if you don't. And you could be the best person in the world. You can have great intentions. But communication is a big one. And it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Did you say it while you were yelling and screaming because people tune you out? Or did you say it in a loving and affectionate way? Now, sometimes, y'all, I'm going to just be real. Sometimes you do got to snap the hell off. But no, when you go there, there may be some ties that will be severed. And we're not talking about neckties, okay? Or if you are, you're going to choke the hell out of them. But that's what it's. Hey, Lizzie! That's what that's all about. If you do snap the heck off, know that you're going to sever some ties. So once again, no, once you go there, once you go to that place of no return of I'm going to snap the hell off, there may not be a return address. Just know that you are in no man's land. So if you really did not want that to happen, you have to control it. And you may just have to come back. Sometimes when you are so heated, sometimes it's best to say, you know what? Let me come back when everything's good. I have just gotten to the point where if I get so angry and I may not want to say what I really want, like it's really I might just get quiet. I might just shut it down, because if I say it in anger, I'm telling you, it's not gonna be pretty. Hell, I'm probably not gonna be pretty. No, I'm gonna be pretty. I ain't gonna even. I'm gonna be pretty and snapping off. But what I will say is this: I'd rather come back to you collected, knowing that I didn't injure our relationship because I controlled this thing called my mouth. This oris orbicularis, my lips. This tongue, the thing that has the power on it. I'd rather be careful. Liz says she'll wait 24 to 48 hours to respond. Hell, depending on what you did, I might need longer. I might need a whole year to sever ties with you. I might need a whole year to be like, you know what? I forgive you. I mean, sometimes forgiveness doesn't happen right away, right? Sometimes you just got to get to a point. And my cutoff game is so strong. Once I'm done, I'm done. But now I have to go to God in prayer about it. And so what I'm saying to you is this one thing that got me tripping, or this one thing that got you tripping, you're going to have to learn how to control it before it controls your life. And I know we like to do the cancel culture, and I'm just shutting shit. Well, you know what you need to cancel? This thing right here, this contract right here. You need to unplug it. You need to strap it. You need to do whatever. Because it's enough of us tearing each other down, and we need to build each other up. The reason why I come on every Monday at 7 o'clock is I want us to be healed from trauma. And one of the biggest traumas is emotional trauma. The things our parents said, the things siblings have said to us, the things that people of authority have said to us, loved ones, people we were in relationships with have said and just literally destroyed us. The things that we have said to ourselves. This thing is so powerful. This thing is, you got to get to a point in your life where you say enough is enough. It's one thing to say, this person does this and it. No. When you know the truth, When you really know the truth, you have to get to yourself and say, I am not a follower. I'm my own person. And as my own person, I choose to really love. I choose not to be like everybody else. And you're going to have to be okay with that, because at some point you have to use your mouth to pick a side. Yes, I will do, or no, I won't. It will be no middle. So it's best, until you figure out what you want to do, just shut up. You got to get to yourself that you feel like you're worthy enough. You got to get to yourself that you are whole. And you know how you are whole? Control your mouth. Because until you can, you will spew out negative things. Things that aren't even true about you or anybody around you. Right now, y'all are just out over the loose lips. Loose lips sink ships. And a bunch of y'all is in the harbor drowning. Literally. It's a lot of ships sinking. And ships are supposed to be used for vessels and to carry one another. Friendships, relationships, companionships. But your ship is raggedy because of your mouth. Not because of your mouth. Because of your mouth. We got to get to a point where we say, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe I'll say that for another day. Maybe I need to find out more information before I speak about something because somebody else said something. Maybe I need to find the facts out before I spill something that may be gossip. How many times we've watched something on television and we saw something and it ended up not being true? Or somebody spread something on social media. It wasn't even true. How about do some research for it before you open up your mouth? We talk about celebrities like we know them. They like me, they best friend. Speaking of which, shout out to Jim. Okay, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. Jen and Ben are back together, and I am so excited because I'm excited about love. I would rather talk about that. I would rather say, I am so happy they back together. That's like my favorite couple, right? Years have gone by. Maturity set in, and they are back together. I would rather talk about that than who cheating on who. I mean, if I'm going to spread something, let me spread that. Let me spread love. Let me use this to spread love. That's what I'm saying. Either it's going to be love or hate. It can't be both, right? Either you're going to have faith or fear. Whatever come out this mouth is what it is. You can't do both. You're going to have to pick a side. Once again, is it going to be faith or is it going to be fear? What is it? What do you choose? And if you don't know, just shh. Everybody, real quick. Shh. Just shh. Until you do know. Speak on stuff you do know. I'm so happy, like Pastor Hannah said about Google. If I don't know something, guess what I'm gonna do? Go to Google. What's that? You know, me and my little computer. I think I like the way that sounds. Let me go to Google before I say something. That's wrong. It's not accurate. It's like 2021, and we still not fact checking. Are we serious? Are we babies? Are we in infancy? Y'all, in all sincerity, we have to get to a certain place in life where we have to encourage one another and build one another and support one another. No, you may not understand your friend's idea, but it ain't nothing like support. Support them. Support them. You wasn't on that connection when God gave him a download on what to do with the business idea. I didn't think it was going to work anyway. Excuse you? Excuse me? Quick to comment. I knew y'all wasn't going to work anyway. I knew it wasn't going to work. I knew y'all wasn't going to be together. Really? Is that what you want? You was waiting? You was sitting on the sidelines waiting to say something? You was waiting on this. You ain't that talented. At least they tried. At least they went out there and did it like Nike. Like I said, at least they had the balls enough to have enough strength and go out there and do it. Hell, you ain't even got off the sideline. You don't even know. At least they could check that off their list. And failure doesn't mean that they fell in life. They just didn't win at that particular point. But it ain't never over till it's over, because the light bulb took 1,000 tries. And shit, we got fluorescent lights. We got halogen lights. But it all came from what? A light bulb. It took that man 1,000 tries. And you know what he said? Y'all ready for it? Let me sip some more tea on that. Y'all know I like my chai tea. When they asked him, it took 1,000 tries. He said, what did you learn? 999 ways not to do something. So for those out there, negative Nancy's, sad Pauls, y'all definitely need to shh. Because while the rest of us is out here making changes and encouraging one another, just sit there. I don't know if y'all sitting there looking pretty, but y'all definitely just sitting, not adding nothing into life. Those words that you speak, at the end of the day, we got people out here risking their lives for our country. And we got something to say. Listen. I don't get into the certain political things, but one thing I do, I have friends and family that serve this country, and so I always go out and say, I support y'all, I salute you, thank you, because y'all doing something that I would never do. So, hey, that I do support. And I actually had somebody on this call that I've been knowing since high school. So Kenneth McCall, I salute you. Okay? And God bless you too. And God bless America. I'm just saying. Because everybody got something wrong in their country. But I support you and I support what you're doing. See, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. You see how I did that? We have to get to a point that we really have to watch our words. We have just gotten so emotional and all over the place that we're not even governing ourselves anymore. We don't even think before we speak anymore. We let dumb asses tell us what to do and think. And we don't even go and see, like, hey, they ain't got their stuff together. We're just going with the flow. And sometimes we got to cut that flow off, is what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, I like to say, watch this. Watch your words. Use this for healing. not harming, not causing trauma, transferring trauma. We've had enough of that. Let's love everybody. I might not be a Muslim. I might not be of another religion, but I at least have to respect people and the decisions that they make. Right? I'm a Christian. That doesn't give me the right to disrespect anybody else's religion. Period. Period. I don't just get to, because I woke up and because this just goes, that I just get to talk about whatever. No, we are all God's children. And so we have to govern ourselves accordingly. Yes, I believe Jesus died on the cross, and that's my belief. But I don't get to use this to hurt anybody. Period. I don't get to use this to hurt anybody at all. If you don't see it from my point of view, you know what I'm supposed to say? Let's agree to disagree. I'm supposed to say, before I actually finish, let me see your side of you, because maybe your point of view is better than mine. Or how about let's collab? How about don't use this to be right all the time? Because this thing here is controlling this. So a man thinketh, so is he. But until it actually comes out of here, it has no power. So I ask you all, my doll family, what's this one thing that got you tripping? Your mouth. Are you not where you want to be? Guess what? How about change your words? See yourself in a whole new light and start speaking it into existence. The Father upstairs allows us to do that. Once again, he said the power is on the life. The power is on the tongue. Life and death are on the tongue. And as I conclude, I want to thank Lizzie for bringing on Just Tiff and all her other followers. What's going on, Mariah? What's going on, Kevin? I am Miss 729. You know, it's always the end of the show when I'm saying goodbye to everybody. Y'all, it is just so amazing. Hey, Kalana, Lisa Ling, thank you so much. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Instagram. Y'all, real quick, if you need help, there's two people I gave you. You got Dr. Darlene Nichols of Dan Ministry, 773-366-3437, 773-366-3437. Call Dr. Darlene if you are on meds and you need somebody to speak to. Did you hear me? Speak to. Or if you need a life coach to help you govern your mouth, you have I Am My Life Coach. Adonis D. Johnson. He has coaches that will help you get on the right track to speaking into your future. And lastly, you got God upstairs. You just go to the Father and you say, Father, forgive me of my sins. Come into my heart. Be my Lord and Savior. And there you go. So I'll see you next week. Fashion will kill you. Fashion, Bryson, what's up? Kevin Crop, Kevin Ross, Anna Cofer, Gracefully Made 18. Oh my God, I'm so happy all y'all got on today. DJ, see y'all next week, same time, same cute girl. Welcome to the Real Love and Tea Show. Bye for now.